Sports Performance, me and Jesus Gallo opened it up about 6 years ago. I learned most of what I know from Jesus Gallo, an exercise physiologist. I did an apprenticeship with him for 5 years. He's one of the guys that taught me most of the stuff I know. Well, I've always was interested in sports, the training aspect of it. I think my style's a little bit different from a lot of the conditioning coaches because I tell the athletes the truth. If they're weak, I'll tell them to their face they're weak. If they're slow, I'll tell them they're slow. You know, I'm just real honest. MMA is different than any other team sport because you're training a team. At the end of the day, you're in there fighting by yourself and surviving for yourself.
So what we're doing here is a little maintenance. This is preventative physical therapy, preventative medicine. It's just like our athletes to be really loose and flexible so they can perform their best.
I would say Alexis Villa is the most serious athlete of them all, as in training-wise. He's the type of person that will train on his own if he has to. To Alexis Villa, before anything comes training. Just a bunch of sprints up here, some body weight exercises using the hands, his upper body, just to keep his speed, his agility, and his balance, basically for coordination and stuff. We try to come out here twice a week, depending on the phase of the workout, but usually twice a week. The ladies love chocolate, so doesn't want to get too much sun.
I can lose it. They put too much color in my skin.
He doesn't want to lose his chocolateness, because he goes to dark chocolate instead of light chocolate.
Yeah, I do everything better. The younger guy, he can do it like me. He say, how you do it? I say, Olympic and professional wrestling all my life. I have 39, but I can feel it. At this point, I don't get nervous, I get concerned. They know I have nothing to lose, and everybody that he's coming to fight me, he want to prove something. So I know I have nothing to prove.
Alexis Villa was born in Cuba, 1971. His brothers boxed and wrestled, and he would follow his brother to training because his brother was a pretty high-level boxer and a wrestler. Alexis didn't like wrestling. He thought it was not the most manliest sport. They put him to wrestle with a guy, and the guy pretty much put it on Alexis. And Alexis was waiting outside with a stick for the guy after the match to fight with him. And Alexis is the type of person that if he can't do something well, he'll train for it and train the same way he does now. Started training, and then eventually was able to beat that guy. And from there, we started loving wrestling and started loving to pick up people and slamming them and the aggressiveness that you could do in wrestling.
Por $100 extra le pagaban un chiste fuerte. Por 500 jugaba de fútbol al patio con ellos. Durante la semana estudiaba historia. Llevaba un elegante jogging y University con Karachi. Esta situación, por lo menos,
Alexis was originally one of the coaches at North Carolina State. After that, he went to Michigan State. He was coming down to Miami to visit. He got lost near Fort Lauderdale Airport. He was making a phone to find out directions, and apparently the gas got stuck in his car. He ended up inside the terminal. The airbag exploded in his face, and then when he came to, the security there was trying to get him, so he had a scuffle with those guys. And this was after 9/11, so all the terrorist laws and all that stuff was there, so he served a 3-year sentence in federal prison.
ahora tampoco encontraba Mona la esperada salvación, y ahí estaba lo picante o lo trágico, para usar palabras de mi hijo.
Are we on record right now? You don't want no problem, man. Cause you don't want no problem. You watching me, you don't want no problem. I grew up like right behind Malls of the Americas, which is, I don't know, Miami. I grew up there till I was like 14, and the environment wasn't bad, you know, just a bunch of kids like me, you know, single parents, apartment building. I've been involved in a couple street fights growing up. MMA is big time different than street fighting. The #1 factor being you don't get stabbed or shot in an MMA fight.
I think he has a good chance of being 155 champion in Strikeforce. If he trains correctly, I know he could do it for sure. He just gotta put his ass in gear and stop fucking around.
My
strength and conditioning coach Juan Carlos, which has helped me out a lot, you know. We started right before the East, like my conditioning back then was just running 4 or 5 miles, you know, and I felt, oh, I'm in shape, you know, and I'd always be like, I grab somebody, you squeeze somebody, and you're like, damn, why'd I get tired, you know, because it's not the same in boxing. Mainly you just run for distance and that's it, you know, that's good shape, which in boxing it is because you don't have to deal with the other weight. But when you're in MMA, it's a lot more complex, so you gotta be able to lift somebody who weighs the same as you or more, and you gotta be able to throw a punch, so you gotta have everything tied up tight, you know.
So you're gonna be honest with Cole tomorrow?
Be honest with me about the sponsorship. I'm all ears.
I told you our goal was 15 grand. You gotta be realistic.
Between me and you, and the 50 million viewers,
Why can't you stand?
and he's always lowballing me. I was telling him, Ray, get this much. He's like, George, we need to fly straight. You know, always playing the safe guy. You know? Like,
Because if he tells you 25 and we come in at 15, you're gonna be upset, right? But if we tell you 10 and we come in at 15, we look like superstars. Look at you, I can tell you've been out till at least 5, 6 in the morning.
yeah, I woke up at 4 to go running.
That's not what I heard. I got a phone call last night.
Who called you?
No, I'm still working.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I had people checking up on everybody.
I woke up like around 4 because I was gonna have a busy day. I
George.
ran, got back
George.
home at like 5:15. Went
George.
to sleep, woke up at 9. And
I know where you were last night. You were in La Covacha.
I was gonna go, but I didn't.
George, they called me.
No, because I was gonna go and then
The music was in the background and I heard your voice.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. You're lying to me.
That's a lie.
What did you tell me? You want to be Strikeforce champion? How do you think I can make that happen when you're 4 weeks out from a fight and you're partying till 5 in the morning?
I woke because I was gonna see. I know where you gotta confuse. Let me finish. I was gonna go with these guys, and I'm sure it was Villa that called you. One
George,
of them.
I can smell the alcohol coming out of your pores today.
Alcohol. I took like 4 showers anyway. There's no way you can smell anything.
So you're admitting that you took 4 showers to cover up the alcohol.
I drank at night, but I didn't go out. I drank in my house. I had 2 beers to fall asleep. Came back
Okay,
home
so
with
you're in the denial stage. Hey, was George out at the club last night? You weren't there, huh? Was he getting shots all night? Thanks, I'll talk to you later. Half the bouncers at the club are fighters or trainers. At least go to a place where I don't know anything. Like, don't play me for stupid.
Whether I partied last night or not, I had 2 sessions today early, and I went to both of them. All the trainers. And I performed at a maximum level. I think I actually do better when I go out and party. Not that I did last
When
night.
you're hungover reading about it, you continue to admit.
But you didn't tell me where you didn't ask the right question. You didn't tell me where I ran to from what time to what time. That's what you should ask.
You were running home
I ran to the club.
because your girlfriend probably showed up chasing you out of the club. I know how it goes. You drink too much and you eat too much. You gave me a 2-day food log of you being on your best behavior.
You didn't say what 2 days.
You gotta be honest about what you're eating in order for her to help you.
You didn't tell me what 2 days. You just told me give you a food log. I gave you a food log. I just hired a professional. A lady that
That you're lying to.
A lady that specializes in this.
That you're lying to. So she can't properly help you if you're not being honest with her about what you're eating. Right? Why don't you just listen to me? Why do you have to fight with me all the time?
I think he could fight at 135. He could pretty much beat everybody at 135 without a problem. But to me, he's a 125 pounder. He's not the tallest guy. He's 5'4". He wrestled at 109 and 115, so his natural weight is 125. He has the strength for it, but I prefer him to fight at 125. But if we have no choice now, and that's all they have to, they open up the 125, then we'll go 135 for now. And I think he's going to do some damage here.
I can't lose. Do whatever. It's MMA, no rule. I fight, no rule. Like there. My coach,
Not head down. Not head down anywhere in the world.
It's from the trees? Don't trees.
you feeling, Chad?
It's good. Welcome to America.
What they say, open up your eyes every day.
Short time.
Understand, if you turn your back more than twice, it's evident you don't want to fight. Protect yourself at all times. Go hard, leave it all in the ring.
Can't fuck you, American, baby.
Bang his ass, nigga. Get that nigga, bud. Bang his ass. Get that nigga, bud. Bang his ass. There you go. He ain't ready. He ain't ready for it. Thump his ass. He ain't ready. Thump his ass.
Fight ends in 1 of 3 ways. By knockout, by referee stopping, or by quit.
Break the body.
The person on my left is throwing hands and kicks. The person on my right is only throwing hands. So it's very interesting.
crazy.
Ese es mi chino, ese es mi chino.
Yo voy a correr con el top bajo.
Baja creo que la parte y tú ibas ahí mismo ya.
Sí, eso es lo que voy a hacer cuando el top baje. Voy a darle como unas 8 vueltas y...
Me llamas ya.
Green light means go. A green light is like a chick telling you no. It means go. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Fighters I looked up to were Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez too. And I used to watch wrestling a lot too, like Dan Gable, John Smith, the matches I'd get to watch, because it wasn't always televised. I like those,
Eventually I got with Paulino Hernandez, which he's had me since I was about like 19, 18. He's helped me out tremendously. He's the #1 guy in my corner right now. He's the guy that's molded me, He switched me up kind of like to his style, which is similar to mine, He's a counter fighter, but just showed me how to put the pressure on people, just how to move, stick and move, and just put it all together as far as my stand-up goes, Best asset is my heart, man. That's always what I think. I get hurt, I get in submission, get out of it, just keep fighting, If the clock's running, I always still got a chance to win. For my wrestling, got Alexis Villa, which is my teammate, and is also one of my wrestling coaches, and which have helped me out a lot with my wrestling since I met him, I always loved wrestling, so I would just, wherever I could get good wrestling in, but they're the ones that really show me proper technique and the emphasis on drilling moves and the right way to finish a takedown, Game means the ability to fight through pain or fatigue. Doesn't mean how good you can fight or your skill set. It just means the ability to fight through pain or fatigue. Bred is just like, you're bred to do something. Like your mom's this, your dad's that, so you're bred to do that, So game bred.
That's the deal. Fight's over. Keep the half back and back his neck. There you go. Go. Work your body to the side. Close the half. It's gonna pop for sure.
I've had a couple instances in my life where I'm like, man, this ain't cutting it, and just because of the inactivity, I'm sitting on the shelf 7 months, 9 months, up to 10 months I've been out without a fight. Me being healthy, just having contract issues, and it just takes away from the sport, I wish the sport could be more pure in that sense. And just because I'm signed to this company doesn't mean I can't fight to that. It should just be able to fight anyway, That way there's no inactivity, I can fight in the big shows, same thing as fighting in the small shows, as long as I stay active.
All his fans are going to be excited because I think this is going to be one of the fights that Georgie's been training for real, because he hasn't trained in a long time for any of these fights he's been in. People are going to be surprised, and all the mainstream fans are going to see a different game bred.
George don't keep the streets, man. He low key, man.